Good morning all, and welcome to a RTSL game organised by the RTSL Hunter. Thanks to Witch and the rest for that. We're playing Lucas, who we regularly seem to be in the same division as, so we've probably played a number of times before. Let's have a quick look. Oh, we're 1-1. Well, that's nice. This is a monster opening hand for me as USA. That is ridiculous, in fact. But we'll definitely start with Marshall Plan because we know we've got De Gaulle. And we're just jam full of ops. My goodness. And all non-red. Well, I wonder if that means they've got decol and D-style. Well, that's good because not playing into Yugoslavia maximizes. Yep. So we'll open 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. And headline Marshall Plan. Yeah, blimey. That is a generous opening hand for us. Holding Purge, Defectors, which we might try and hold because we've got all blue cards. NORAD, Containment. It's a ridiculous opening hand. Okay, Vietnam Revolts is fine. We've got Duck and Cover, so we know we can coup our way in. Might be dropping a cheeky Asia scoring here. We're in luck. I guessed independent reds from the setup. Let's us have a coup. Oh no, worst case scenario. Greed. Greed. Will they just refill it, is the question. If they do fill Thailand, I might move into Pakistan. Yep. Because what we don't want to do is have another go on Thailand and then... So let's hope they don't have Indo-Pakistani war. A lot of this is speculative. I mean, this forces them to either have a China card coup on Pakistan. Maybe they walk into Burma. But if they don't coup Thailand, we've now got, in inverted commas, access. If we get dealt Indo-Pakistani war, we could duck and cover in the headline phase next turn as well, knowing that they have to event a card for Milops. But what do we need to do? We want to overprotect France to make sure de Gaulle's not a risk. And then Europe's in reasonably good shape. And NATO, of course, is eventable on their side. We want to make sure we don't get swept out the Middle East. So need to watch out for Arab-Israeli war and the Iran coup, with no view of where NASA is currently. And Asia's a problem, but if we can snag India and knowing Japan's coming, we could find ourselves in reasonably good shape. But we're not spacing this turn, so they may get those. So you and I coming on US-Japan. That is good. And Pakistan makes the likely target. Oh no, they go Iran, which gives us a counter-coup option. But what we'll do is we'll take India to shore up both against Indo-Pakistani war. Shame about US-Japan. That is neatly played on their part. With Purge gone, we may want to even hold containment. Any of Defector's containment, duck and cover are pretty good holds. But yeah, not filling Korea with no sight of Korean War yet. Formosa can come to the rescue though. So Suez for influence is good for us. Of course, getting cooed out of Iran is problematic. Let's hope they still don't have firepower for another coup on Egypt. We'll take Burma, and we'll try and take Burma and Afghanistan to make sure both India and Pakistan are 6 rolls. This is pretty gambly on my part. Ooh, a DEFCON 3. That's sassy. Nice. Okay, so we'll have the big coup on Venezuela and hold duck and cover. Ooh. If we hold duck and cover, we can't cover Burma and Afghanistan. But they have to be dealt Indo-Pakistani war to make the most of it. Yeah, no surprises there. The way it was set up was meant to be. Let's do both. No. We'll overtake France. And we're hoping that they don't get NASA and drop Middle East scoring. We got Middle East scoring. We got into Pakistani war. Great. That's about as good as it gets. So we'll duck and cover. Well, we got SOCGov, which is good. They may, of course, go De Gaulle 4-op card to take Europe, which would be a shame. And NASA's pretty problematic. But we'll hope to get some VP and run out. And if they dominate Asia, we can take Japan at least. Middle East, we're almost certainly going to have to drop for domination. But if we can take Europe and keep Asia equal, and we can bag our Milops with Indo-Pakistani War. Okay, goes to space. That's probably a best result for us. So Comicon, Indo-Pak, Cambridge 5 Arab Israeli, SOCGov. We've got to hold SOCGov for blockade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so plan. Drop Middle East scoring for domination. No shame there. Cover Japan for Asia scoring. And drop Europe for victory. Let's see what they do. Yeah, okay. So we'll take Japan. That's fine and dandy. So for them to get Milops, they specifically need Korean War, right? Because we hold Arab-Israeli War, which we could space. Now, he can jam Japan with the China card, knowing US-Japan's gone, but also knowing it could be a problem later in the game, and he gives up the China card. So I'm hopeful he doesn't knock on that door. Pakistan's fine, India's obviously safe, so I'm hoping he'll just drop Asia for 0 and grumble. We do need to get into Angola ahead of Decol, which he's more than likely to hold at this point. But let's hope for an expeditious dropping of Asia scoring here. Thinking. Yeah, I'd love to see. I wouldn't love to see Decol, but I can at least make peace with it because it doesn't affect scoring cards. I'd love to see a space or just an abandonment of Asia scoring. Those are the best case scenarios for us. Here we go. Yes! Beautiful. So we, before De Gaulle, this is the risk, right? We either drop Europe scoring and De Gaulle, NASA can hit us, or we drop Middle East scoring and De Gaulle hits. The De Gaulle hits us, we go to 3-1. But we need to overprotect, specifically with Arab-Israeli war, giving Milops. Let's drop Europe scoring and hope for a lack of NASA. And let's see if I get rebuffed. That's an interesting inflection point, and I'm not smart enough to know which is better. We can at least get presence in Jordan, but we give up 2 VP that way. But we give up 2 VP using Arab-Israeli war with Milops. So I think it's cost neutral. But someone with a better grasp of probability can tell me. So mapped plan for the rest of the turn, all things being equal. Score Middle East. Play Cambridge 5 safely. Ideally to Angola ahead of D. Col. Good. Okay, well, that could have been worse. And where do you go? Oh, tapping Egypt. Very neat. So now we do give up Arab-Israeli war. And we give up Milops in the process. Very good, very good. Well played. I think we couldn't handle both was the problem. The question is, do you have the oomph to continue? NASA's a beast here. Very nicely done. I walked into that. Right, so I got to go Cambridge 5. And if he doesn't play into Jordan... Oh, God. He got me good. Yeah. uh... Well, so it goes. I said a smarter person could nail it. AR6, I'm definitely playing Cambridge 5 into Jordan to make sure I'm not presenceless. Holy smoke, that was expensive. Still, well played. Yep, nicely done, nicely done. He says Europe's mine, but if he events de Gaulle, I can't reclaim it with SocGov Cambridge 5. Da 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 da. Yep. Right, so AR6 will go into Jordan. That's fine. That's the best case blockade for me. Oh, I don't have access. Ye gods. Okay, so in that case, 2 in Brazil. Oh man, yeah, another Middle East scoring is going to hit me hard. So, I think Olympic Games is the best headline here. They've got CIA. And Formosa, which they'll also be unwilling to play with me holding 3 battlegrounds. They did get Decol. Well done them. And Fidel will remain in abdication and Warsaw Pact. Oh no, I got Warsaw Pact, sorry. So we got dealt Warsaw, NATO, and Olympic Games. Yep. And they got dealt CIA, Formosa, Decol, Fidel, and remain in abdication because they held a card as well. Right, cool. And then the reshuffle. And we got NTB and US Japan and NORAD. The EU and de Gaulle. So yeah, I think we go Olympic Games. Decol in the headline. Well played. Let's win this, please. Well, that was an expensive problem as well. So they're going to coup on Brazil or Venezuela, I would assume, and we will have to take Syria for presents. So let's see. Romania, Fidel Formosa, SocGov, defectors, and 5-year plan. And they've got CIOA. Well done. So we will absolutely coup Angola. Be lucky. Well, that's pretty lucky. No. So we want to take Zaire first, yeah? And we definitely want to go into Syria. Although that Arab-Israeli war, maybe we want to jam Israel. We want to take Greece and Portugal to prevent brush war, because we're not eventing NATO. That makes sense. Yeah. I think AR6 we will go South Africa, Sudan, and Colombia. Going to try and set up some dominations in the mid-war regions ahead of the headline phase. Okay, well now we don't worry about South America so much. We're going to cover Jordan so they don't Arab-Israeli war us in the headline phase before Camp David. So now we'll shore up Panama, take Mexico, take South Africa. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. South Africa, Sudan, Mexico, Panama. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to have to event Fidel. So we'll cover Italy against brush war. Pop 1 in South Africa. Then I think we can use de Gaulle to take France, South Africa, and Sudan. And try and set ourselves up in the headline phase. So holding 5-year plans savvy. Yeah, that's fine. South America scoring is a shame. And the rest is manageable. Very red, but somewhat manageable. Do we gamble on South America scoring? It's not going to get any better. Suez and Colt Rev. Brezhnev on the end. Arms race for null. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we gamble on South Africa, South America even. Try and drop it for 0. Then handle the rest. This could be painful, but I don't see there literally isn't another headline. Hunter's the worst, and there it is. Okay, so now they can go Brazil, coup Venezuela, and leave us presenceless. Or Colombia, Uruguay, coup Brazil, Venezuela to try and get domination. Yep. Okay, well, we got away with it. I think we got lucky that they went for the Dom plan there. I think if they'd have tapped Brazil and coup Venezuela and got presenceless scoring, they'd have been happy enough without domination. Right, so Brezhnev on 7. Hold lone gunman. Unless they play containment. We can repair South African unrest. I think Suez has to go to space of this lot. And Colt Rev first. We can both get Milops this turn. Maybe I start with Milops, because obviously if they don't counter coup, if we coup Uruguay, we can drop arms race for 3 VP, which is sweet. Okay, good result. So we'll counter coup. We'll counter coup there, counter coup big. So 4 or higher, please. Nice. Spoiled by the dice. And now if they don't counter coup, and they instead say play Cameroon Saharan, we can score arms race. And if they do something and we can't score arms race, then 'tis what it is. Okay. Do we think that they are afraid or... No, we're going to drop arms race for 3 VP. If they've got Africa scoring and we only get a VP, that's kind of evened out. But we could go Warsaw, Pack, Coup, Cameroon, Flower Power, Flip, Nigeria. Yeah, that's very sensible at this point. So they probably don't have Africa scoring here. Or if they do, they're 5-year planning it, of course. Maybe we go 4 rear lines on Cuba. Come on. There it is. That sets up a dilemma for them on that side of the board. Spacing all the things. Gets there. We'll rise to it. Libthi is still an issue, so we need to overprotect them at the end of the turn. But we want to space as late as possible in the turn in case they contain us, because spacing line government would be big game. I think they give up on Europe and just drop both into East Germany and Poland. We're 6 to their 4 if they play in Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia. I just don't see that as an option for them. So AR5, event and repair, South African unrest. Yeah. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Well, I'm afraid we can't do diddly squat about that. So we will event and repair South Africa and make Mexico slightly harder to take with liberation theology. So we know they've got 5-year plan, but we don't know the other two. Okay. Jammy. So we'll give them Brezhnev on AR7 in case they play containment. Or are they going to use 5-year plan to pitch Central America and jam South Africa, which would be neat. Man, getting realigned at Panama hurts, but we've got OAS and Panama can now return to get back in. Oh boy, that came unraveled. Let's see if we can reel it back in. Oh, nice. That's good for us. We are going to gamble and pitch both. Please no Africa scoring. Right, Wheelberry's gone, so Missile Envy is a safe headline. Puppet Governments is good too, to get back into Panama after the fact. We've got Salt, we've got Purge, we've got ABM, we've got, once again, we absolutely cannot blame the quality of the cards we've been being dealt, which are outrageous. NOS, disgusting. Okay, so now we need to think about it. Panama will give us Central America, and we've got ABM. What's Missile Envy likely to pull? There are literally no 4-op cards left in the deck. So we could pull Quagmire, OPEC, U2, Cuban Missile Crisis, Shuttle Diplomacy, Bear Trap. But we're not pulling, and we could pull Duck and Cover. I think we go OAS to guarantee Central America and then ABM it. Yeah, we want to hold Purge against Bear Trap, I think. Ah, which way are you going? Israel's even. Okay, just DEFCON 3. We've got ABM. They do have brush war. Oh, jeez. We'll still gamble on it. Big 6. Ah, back where we were. Got puppet governments, though. So Panama, Peru to be next to Chile. That makes sense. Still holding 5-year plan. And Afghanistan for a VP adjacency in Asia. Yeah, that's fine. Of course, we could missile envy them to take 5-year plan. Yep. Stay there. Stay there. So now we are not salting. Going to try and hold purge. Oh man, C is nasty. Oh no, I think we have to use purge to take South Africa, don't we? Otherwise we can just get swept out of Africa for later in the game. UNI. On the trap. Going big. One's not enough. Definitely still holding 5-year plan. So we'll go summit into the Philippines to recoup a measly point. Southeast Asia scoring. And then maybe missile envy to pull bear trap. Bear trap, 5-year plan. We'll see if they use the China card. That might be a giveaway. The Suri to space. Doesn't want to give up the China card. This turn. I think we want to event missile envy. He's not holding duck and cover, right? Because he's not going to space Yasuri and leave himself with a DEFCON suicide card with 5-year plan. So I think we see 5-year plan here. Nice. Right. Grain sales is good. Middle East scoring is bad. I think it has to be green. So we're holding Quagmire, which is good. Sadat is actually good ahead of Middle East scoring. We could pull Brush War. So I expect maybe we'll see Brush War drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Camp David is the last. Yeah, we want to be ahead of Liberation Theology. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Miss. Bah. I think we coup on Libya for Sadat and try and make that even. Nice. Okay. So event Sadat, drop Middle East for 0, Nicaragua, Haiti against Libthi, and we can use Arab-Israeli war after Camp David. So yeah, event Sadat, event Camp David, Middle East for 0, Arab-Israeli war to dominate. Use colonial rearguards to clean up a swathe of Africa. Nice. Ka-ching. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Still a lot of work to do. That scoreline's not great at all. Shoring up. Wise. So that's now not playable. Bing. So we'll use Arab-Israeli war next to take Nicaragua and Haiti. Set up Central America domination. Use John Paul for ops and event colonial rearguards AR7. And go Angola, Nigeria, Cameroon, Zaire. A lot of headline peaking coming up though. Still not even off the launch pad. And that's going to be very good for them in the late war. This is definitely an uphill struggle. Can I tap it? No, you can't tap it. So that's good for us. Ah, wait, that's fine, fine. So we definitely go Nicaragua and Haiti. So only liberation theology stops Central America domination right now. Cool. Ooh. We'll overprotect there. You want to use the China card? Cultural Revolution's gone. Ah, no, you sly dog. You got me. What a waste of colonial rear guards. That's some neat work on their part. You got it. Because if you do got it, I breathe a sigh of relief. If you don't, I've been made to look like a fool in Africa. You don't got it. But at least it's only a one-op card. Oh, Africa scoring in the reshuffle is such a blessing. Alright, so. They're holding Asia scoring. The Cambridge 5. Guess what, buddy? Shuttle dip is alright for us in the headline. They've got Liberation Theology a turn late, and they've got Nixon plays the China card. So I've got them for Duck and Cover, Asia, Cambridge 5, Cuban Missile Crisis, Allende, and Nixon. Oh, I've got Allende. What an idiot. Duck and Cover, Asia, Cambridge 5, Cuban Missile Crisis, and Nixon. I've got Quagmire, Indo-Pac. I don't have Liberation Theology. Wow. Whew. Oh. Duck and Cover, Asia, Cambridge 5, Cuban Missile Crisis, and Nixon are their 5 cards. We've got the other ones, and we'll reshuffle. What a mug. Not good at this game. Not good at counting specifically. Yes, Japan. Africa, EU. And we've got Cuban Missile Crisis. What a mug. So Duck and Cover, Asia, Cambridge 5, and Nixon are the ones I know they have. I'm not smart. I think I just like shuttle diplomacy. Yeah. If they kill Angola, we drop over scoring and it's ugly, for sure. I guess Cambridge 5 is worse. Is nasty because of South Africa. But he doesn't know I'm holding Africa scoring. And he knows I know he's holding Asia scoring. So yeah, now if I take Taiwan, yeah, if I take Taiwan, I'm dominating Asia. So shuttle diplomacy forces his hand on Asia, which is something. The rest of the board is still deeply unpleasant. Mm. There's some information. Nice work. Drop Africa for a bomb. If he's got OPEC, he wins. Oh no, he doesn't quite win, but he's close. Ah! Well, he was lucky to be dealt it, wasn't he? Duck and Cover Asia Nixon. Liberation Theology. The question is whether we bother jamming. We've only got one 4-up card. Yeah, so I think Asia's probably a waste of time. I think we drop Alliance of Progress for 4 VP. I guess maybe we coup first, get our Millops. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we'll drop Alliance of Progress for 4 VP. Yes. Can now discard a held card. We'll Space Quagmire here. We're off. We're on the launch pad. We're into low Earth orbit at last. So they've got Asia Nixon Liberation Theology. Yeah. So we can't do shenanigans with Asia. Let's event Indo-Pakistani. Oh, hello. Forgot about flower power. In which case we'll hold Indo-Pakistani war. Let's coup Saharan states. Nice. So we can try and flip Nigeria with US, Japan, and set up realigns on Angola. But we're looking to fade war games and set up some sort of final scoring win now, which is going to be tricky. Very good. With no John Paul, Europe controls very unlikely. So I still think final scoring is probably our best bet. Which is a shame. Set up realigns on Panama. That's a lot of influence to jam into non-battlegrounds. But getting him to use libc for a coup is nice. All right, what do we like? What do we like? Don't like a lot of it. I think we jam Saudi in advance of AWACS coming. You pitching? It's Nixon, isn't it? Yeah. It's going to be a tough one to win. Oh boy. Aldrich is good for us, though. Brush War's good apart from the whole war thing. So maybe it's 5-year plan to shorten their hand. They are peaking. But we can gamble on Defcon droppers. Duck and cover's in the discard, yeah? Yeah. I think we 5-year plan them. There's not a lot of them playing around that. So we got NTB, Brush, one small step, Aldrich, U2, Kitchen Debates remaining application. Ooh, touche, good sir. Oh, nice. That's good for us. Well, I won't be pitching anything. I think the 50-50 on Argentina is the place to go. Of course, if they have war games, it's all over. They'll be cooing Venezuela, I suppose. Well, the 9 VP on the scoreboard are exactly how much I was humped in the Middle East, so I've earned it. But we'll still hope to fade war games. Also, I'd love it if they coup with an evil empire. And we don't know any of their cards. Starts with a coup, unsurprisingly. Not big enough. We will accept the fact that they may have war games and fail our coup. So it goes. Man, in the absence of them doing anything to advance the board, I think our best bet's cooing Botswana, which is depressing. We definitely event one small step as well. Nice. Here it comes. Oof. So yeah, definitely coup Botswana. Nice. Whew. Saved by the bell. Yes, good sir, but you will not be spacing again. I'll be spacing into Pakistani war unless they give me an evil empire first. And obviously I'd like to succeed in the space because I really don't want peaking turn 9 with that level of VP ahead. This is good for us. At this point in the game. Let's see, Glasnost is out. I need to gamble, so Summit's out. Reagan Bomb Libya is out because I'm in. NATO is in, and South America is out because they're more likely to gain. Glasnost and Summit, yeah. What do you do with it? You put them into Saudi, didn't you? Yeah, don't need to put it in. Well, I will put it in Turkey. I suppose worst case scenario is they flip Turkey as well. One battleground for a battleground. Coup Cameroon and set up rear lines on Nigeria and Algeria, I suppose. If the kitchen debate coup succeeds, which it has a 1 in 3 chance of not doing the job on. Well, that's nice for us, because that could still solve Europe later. Straight back in there. That makes sense. I'm going to have a coup on Cameroon. Be good. Nice. Okay, so realigning Nigeria and Algeria is a real thing. Yeah, that don't matter much. Okay, that's nicely done. We will space into Pakistani war. Ah, come on! Well, we'll know if they've got Cal if they give us the China card. Or grain sales. It'll be interesting to see if they have, for example, Voice of America. Man, nuclear sub's great. That's good for us. And that's a sensible play. I think we still coup Angola with it. Oh, Zaire sets up rear lines. Yeah. No, it doesn't. Europe scoring we have under our own control, but what we don't have is war games. So stick them in the trap. We will, of course, be spacing Ortega. But yeah, I think we're losing this game now. But we were always behind. Lucas played excellently. Didn't have many ways in. Definitely made some misplays. But that's fine. I'm in that space where misplays are acceptable. The last thing I want to do is go and win a bunch of games in Ritzel because I'll get promoted again and get murdered even harder. So a little bit of mid-table obscurity as a settler. Oh, that's huge. Oh, is it? I suppose West Germany is problematic, but he's not out. He's not out. Oh boy, but I've got very few. I think I'm accepting the fact that Solidarity is not being triggered, although Europe control is still the best way to win in the long run. There it is. Let's get Europe scoring done. Cooing Libya is probably best for him here, even if it lets me walk into Zaire. And if he's got war games, it's all over anyway. Let's not forget. Ugh. Yeah, I think we event Solidarity in case of a turn 10 Chernobyl. Oh, tear down this wall's gone, hasn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8 to get to 4, 6. 13 influence to flip East Germany. And 2 to get to 5, 7. 18 influence. Well, it'll be what it'll be. So let's coup. Fails. And now realignments are bad for the rest of the turn. We're spacing Ortega, eventing Solidarity. I'm probably eventing Iran-Iraq War now. Yeah, fine. Well, we faded war games again. Event Iran-Iraq, event Solidarity. Still have Evil Empire. So yeah, we need Chernobyl and 18 ops worth of firepower in turn 10. I mean, beating Sotgov out is good here. So that's something. We will event Solidarity first, in case they evil Empire. We may get salt, in which case we can salt tear down this wall. Oh, very nice, very nice. Did that the wrong way around. Well, lots of card timing mysteries here, which are fun. If we get Chernobyl and 18 ops, we'll go the Europe Gambit. If we do not, we try and win in final. Let's see. Central America's going grain sales, Hunter. Yeah, so we are not winning via the... Whoa, hello. We're not winning via that route, and he's no longer peaking, which is something. Where to, my good man? Well, when you're up against it, you're up against it. Yep. It's all good, it's all good. It is how it is. Yeah, without the China card, we're not winning here. So we'll go Hunter and do Hail Mary realigns on Panama to try and get control. Oh, and then just see how many different ways we can eat the bar elsewhere on the map. We're going to have to space Muslim Rev. In a way, Decol's playable since Africa and Asia are both boned now. Bonus. We will need to take Portugal if they're taking Greece. I guess now I'm going to have to tread a little carefully, because... no, I won't. I think I'm toast. So Muslim Rev now becomes playable because I'm dominating the Middle East and I could use the 4-op somewhere else. Too much to do. And with an AR8, we're definitely toast. So where to begin? Space Suez because it frigs up both regions. Yeah, I mean, they can use the China card to tap Europe now. AR8. Grain sales is gone. They can't drop DEFCON. Yeah. This game is over. But at least I stole War Games. I'll always have that. Finally. Yeah, whatever. You got max value out of that. It might have been interesting if AR8 had come along, but with the Iran hostage crisis flip in the Middle East and then getting the space station, I'm never coming back. Oh well, it was a fun game. Well done, Lucas. Many congrats. I've got a couple more Ritzel games to play. Fruitlinger just has not happened, has it? All bloody year. So I'll need to have a word with Fruit Strike and get a game up on that. But yeah, I mean, thanks for watching. The game ended how it ended. I was just about to do that. Nicely done. Timing is everything. Oh well, can't do it all. You got Voice America? Voice America would be fun. Ooh. Yeah, not as exciting. He probably doesn't even need to play the China card, right? 5, 10, 16 against 12, 13. No, 12. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. thanks for watching. It went that way, and it will again. But yeah, interesting scoring card timing stuff, and yeah, definitely some calibration to do around that. So yeah, comments welcome. I'll probably say yes to most of them, but I think I was learning in real time, which is always fun. But it's a learning game, so that's always good. And thank you for watching. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.